Well, howdy and welcome to Tuesday's edition of Today's Bread. Now, we're continuing the series on prayers and exhortations in the Psalms with this week's discussion on celebrating God's justice. Now, today's portion is rejoicing for God's people. Our scripture reference, Psalm 68, verses 3 through 6. Now, in contrast to the wicked who will perish when they are judged, when they stand in God's presence, the godly will find themselves exalting the Lord. Verse 3. They will sing praises to him and lift their voices in song because of the faithfulness of God. Verse 4. The righteous will recognize the justice of Jehovah and be satisfied. David rejoiced in God's determination to right the wrongs that have been wrought through those who love him. He proclaimed, "The Lord is a father to the fatherless and a provider for widows in distress," in verse 5. David's day, the fatherless and widows were at the mercy of any who would seek to harm them. Now, God, however, was able to, and willing, by the way, to intervene on their behalf. Because of his just nature, he would take up their cause. David rejoiced in the nature and attributes of the God he served. Verse 6 declares further that the Lord provides for the lonely and gives freedom to the captives. His just character places him on the side of the oppressed and in opposition to the oppressors. The oppressor's fate is likened to living in a dry, sun-scorched land. The Lord expects his children to seek justice for those who are vulnerable in society. And as Christians, we must seek to manifest the same character as the God we serve. We must not allow people who are in need to go without defenders when they are oppressed. Those who defend the defenseless take their stand with the same God who is able to defend them in time of need. Thank you, and I pray that you've enjoyed today's edition of Fresh Daily Bread. Now, I want to encourage you to come be a part of God's family. Tuesday's prayer focus is for dedicating our nation to God's sovereign rule. Pray that America would be consecrated to God's purposes, acknowledging him as the true source of blessing and authority. Now remember, Jesus is coming back soon. Here's Tuesday's blessing. I bless your roots to grow down deep into the soil of God's marvelous love.